Today, I wanted us to talk about something very critical that many people usually ignore. And you cannot keep on ignoring this thing, yet it is coming full blown on your face. And this is your health. We usually live in a world, or rather we are living in a world where people don't care so much about their health. And you are put on this earth by God not to die early. And there is a silent epidemic of people, especially young people, dying very early due to lifestyle diseases. These are the diabetes, the high blood pressure, and things like that. So, you are put on this earth to thrive and live for long. Just the same way you can see baboons in the forest, birds in the sky, and everything. They live for long. They actually live mature to their old age and through their lifespan. But men are dying early. It reminds me of a book that I read called The Art of Money Getting. It was written actually in the late 1800s. And I like reading these books because it shows the challenges that people then were going through are the same ones we are going through. For example, right now electricity is very expensive. But at that time, candles were very expensive. I can even remember there was a time when there was a shortage of candles and people had to sleep in darkness. And you see, for them this was a big deal. And you could not even use the same whole candle, the same we use right now in a day. You just use a small candle and put it off so that you can use it tomorrow and the next day. In fact, it was very wrong for you to waste a candle. So, in the same way about old times, in this book they had said, the most important thing to a man is his health. And if there is something that can take a man's wealth so easily, is if he loses his health. And that is true. So I wanted to take you through 3 things that are very important in this world for you to maintain a good health. And number 1, you have to sleep well. All animals, 90% of them have to sleep. From lions to antelopes, all animals sleep, even the cows. So we are in a society where the badge of honor is trying to not sleep. Someone will tell you, you know, yesterday I was at work and I worked the whole night. I worked from morning to evening to late night. I didn't sleep. I worked. And you'll think about it. That is not even healthy. But that is what is being rewarded nowadays. Someone who is not sleeping. And true to the word, it has been shown. Even there is a research that was done on the TED Talks, and they said actually people who do not sleep or sleep well, if it is for men, their balls grow smaller. And definitely there must be something also that happens to women who do not sleep well. So you have to be sleeping well. Another thing is that you need to eat well. Eat normal foods. Eat food that comes from the ground. Eat vegetables, eat potatoes, eat cassavas, eat arrowroots. These are the same foods that our old folks used to eat, our great-grandfathers and our great-grandmothers. And they used to live their whole lifespan. And again, God didn't put you here so that your lifespan is shortened, but rather so that you thrive. So you have to eat well. Many people know the foods that we are supposed to be eating. And you can see very well, even there was a research that was done in around 1986 by a very popular doctor. I think he's called Caldwell Esselstyn, something like that. But at that time, they did a survey actually here in Kenya for women with breast cancer. And they found that there were like 0.0% of women with breast cancer here in Kenya. But go many years till right now, it is an epidemic that's happening everywhere. And you can definitely see, many people will never tell you the truth, but when you just look at it and analyze it, it's because of the foods that we are eating. At that time, there was no cooking fat and oils and all these seed oils. Right now they are there. People that time never used to eat a lot of packaged products like the sausages, the hams, and all these things. Right now it's all over. So definitely there is something that is happening that is messing up with people's health, and people know it. So you have to go back and start eating the normal food that comes from the ground. And in fact, when you look at it, many people who are in the rural side, people who eat the normal living food, they live very well and they are rarely sick. So you have to really look onto your health. It is so critical. It's like everything for you by eating well. The third thing that is so important is exercise. You have to exercise. Without exercise, your body cannot move in any way. And exercise is, you can just do body weight exercises from push-ups to squats to just walking. It is even shown that if you are very angry and you just walk for 30 minutes, your anger usually goes so low. And just think about it. If this exercise really helps you sort even anger issues, it means that exercise is critical for everything. You have to really put effort in doing exercise. When you wake up, do some small exercise. When you're going to sleep, do some small exercises. You don't have to do extreme workouts like going to hike on a mountain or doing crazy things. No, you just have to do normal, small, incremental exercises that gives you strength. If you look at like the China population, especially the Asian populations, they do a lot of yoga and Tai Chi, and this type of exercises that just involve you moving your body and flexing your body. Those are exercises that are very critical for you. When you look at our great-grandparents, they used to live in the farm and they used to go plowing every day. You see, they used to do a lot of work at the farm. But right now people don't do that. Someone sleeps, gets into a car, goes to a jam. Inside the jam you just sit down. After that you go to the office where you're just sitting. Tell me, at what time are you going to move? And it means then, at the end of it, you'll definitely get sick. And there's a small relation that I'll show you. When kids are born, small kids, they're always moving, they're always playing. You just see the kid just tries to do many things with his fingers, with his hands, with his feet, a small baby. And when you look at the extreme end, when someone dies, they are just still, they don't move. So stillness is proximity to death. The more you do not move, the more you do not flex your muscles, the more you do not keep doing exercises, the more closer you get to death. In fact, even when someone is born and they are tied somewhere where they cannot be moving, in no time they'll be dead because their muscles will not be able to do anything. And when you talk about this kind of health, we're also talking about mental health. Be in a situation where your mental health is top-notch. Talk to your friends. Have a social group where you just talk to people. Do things that are challenging. You have to do things that are challenging your mind. If you do things that do not challenge your mind, you can never go anywhere. And you will not be on top of your level. So, these are things that people know but ignore. And this is just a reminder to help you and make you understand that for you to create immense wealth, you have to work on your health. Without your health, it is gone. And you can just look at it, when a man gets sick, his wealth starts going with him. Just similar like a proverb in Kikuyu which says that when a man dies, all his property follow him. Meaning that when he has died, he can now, or rather when he is, even let's say when he is sick, he cannot go to his shop and ask for reports, because the way he actually looks after his shop is not the same way other people will look after it. If he has employees, the reports that he gets, he will not be able to get because he's sick. So it means when a man starts to lose his health, then his wealth also starts following him. He starts to lose it slowly by slowly. So this was a reminder of just how you need to take care of your health, and you have to prioritize it over everything else. Let no people tell you that you only live once. God wanted us to thrive and live for long, to see the other generations and the other generations. So take care of your health, literally like your life depends on it.